The power of community is only efficient and valid through action.
We are very proud as the Texas Rangers to wear Texas across our jerseys. And it's important to us that we take care of Texans and we take care of Texas. So as we look to how we help people or who we're going to help or what programs we're going to develop, we look to, is it in our mission? Is it serving? Is it honoring? Is it developing?
Growing up, I've always been the underdog since I started playing baseball. Pitching takes my mind off of everything.
In the beginning, I was like, oh, okay, it's something fun we're gonna do. And as he started playing, all these coaches coming up to me asking who taught him how to play or where do you take him to get lessons? And I'm like, he doesn't get any lessons.
She's always pushed me to be my best.
Go, Santos, get him. Oh.
After I found out about her
Yay.
thyroid cancer, you know, it kind of took a toll on me.
I didn't want to tell him anything because I didn't want to mess with him mentally. At one point, he didn't want to play no more.
She's the main reason why I'm still playing to this day. God blessed me with a great mom. She sacrificed so much for me and my little brother. You know, at the end of the day, I just want to make her proud.
We can be a lot of things to a lot of different people, but at the core of it is about developing young people. The Youth Academy is a great example of that.
All right, Santos, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Hecha!
Having these tournaments and games around the time that I was having appointments and him having his coaches behind him and all the support that they gave him and myself, it's just been a really good impact for him.
I definitely learned discipline, the attitude growth, the mindset growth, all of that's come from the academy.
Players know they can come out here and it's a safe space to fail. It's a safe space to try something new. And that's impactful when it comes to being successful, not only in baseball, but in life.
Then we'll bump up, we'll do our warm-up for shoulders, get our heart rate up, then we'll drop into this matrix. Let's do 3 sets, and I'll follow your lead, whether that's dumbbell.
You don't look at the person as a project, you look at the person as a person. That's the kind of stuff where it made a huge difference for me.
10 o'clock, a Navy SEAL is in the hospital tonight in a fight for his life after a violent wreck in Flower Mound.
I had a seizure while driving. When my accident happened, I slammed into a tree going about 60 miles an hour. And I woke up about a day and a half later, and they told me I'd lost both my legs. It was one of those things to where you either find a way or make one. And for me, I had a 7-year-old at the time. You know, and for him, he has to hands down see that no matter how hard life hits you, you get your ass back up and you keep moving forward. And these guys have been there for me the entire time.
Yep, straighten that top shoulder. Yep. All right, let's do hollow body rocks 20 times.
You've seen what my body looks like, right?
Bro, you got the counterbalance.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Dan's threshold to be willing to lean into the pain is remarkable. I think he forgot maybe for a little bit just how tough and how resilient he really was. Because we can all negotiate with ourselves, but for him, he was clear that like, no, it hurts, but I have to go through it to get to the other side and see what's on the other side.
This place has been a game changer for me. It's gotten me to a place where I could be as good of a father as I can to my son.
One thing that ATF does such a good job of is saying that, like, hey, we all look different, but we all sweat the same. When you live in a state like Texas and you know there are so many veterans here that are facing so many different battles, how can you not, want to support those groups?
Look, I needed a second chance. When I got out of the NFL, I didn't know who I was without football. And that question, who is David without the game, it haunted me. And it led me down a path where, I was addicted to opiates. And so my second chance was to do something where my attributes could be aimed at empowering people that needed their own second chance.
And let's finish things out right. Please make sure your locker room's cleaned up. Horns on 3. 3.
If you get knocked down, somebody's going to be behind you, pick you back up. That's the impact that the foundation's done for this community. When people say a tornado hits and it sounds like a locomotive coming through, they're not lying.
The city of Gordon in Palo Pinto County had 31 homes damaged by Sunday's tornado, and that includes major damage to Gordon ISD facilities.
Our baseball team is playing in the regional finals this week in Weatherford, so obviously trying to figure out how to manage having practice. It is a very lonely feeling, you know, when you look around and you don't even know where to start. At 7 a.m. in the morning, you know, it looked like somebody went by and kicked a fire ant mound and just everybody went to work. It was just so isolated and so fast that in those 3 minutes that it was gone. And you didn't think about it, but the nails and glass from the light poles that came down that were in the baseball field, we had to scrape it and resod it just so we could have a place to practice.
Part of the core fiber of who we are as an organization and the Rangers Foundation is being where our community needs us when they need us. In the case of Gordon, it was how can we give those kids a chance to play baseball again, and how can we show them that we care?
After hearing the team's story, North Texas's big league club donated hundreds of baseballs, 4 pitching machines, and all the bats and gloves Gordon's players would need.
We're a pin dot on a huge map of nothing, and for them to care that much and to change our season the way they did and give a community hope is exactly what they did. When I think people hear our story, I think there's no better place to symbolize that than probably where I'm standing right now, because nothing is more lonely than the pitching mound.
He played on the morning of my thyroid cancer surgery.
That day was a pretty big day. You know, I had to handle my emotions.
What stands out is his demeanor, his composure. He's a very even-keeled young man.
And for a pitcher to turn and see, you know, a whole team of people that are behind him, supporting him, those people are there.
During that game, I had a note card and real big lettering with the exclamation, it was do it for Mom. I went out and threw 11 strikeouts in 4 innings. Honestly, don't know how I did it, but I'm glad I did it.
That was like one of the proudest moments that he has given me.
We're never going to take credit for the success of these athletes because at the end of the day, it's on them. It doesn't matter if I think Santos is good enough, or Santos has to believe that. And part of our job is to help them see that in themselves so that they push themselves to get to that next level.
It represents what I love so much about this state here in Texas, and this country, which is, you know, empowering people that are willing to put in the work, because it's not a hand out, it's a hand up. And the Rangers Foundation is about that.
Devastation happens, and you're in that moment, you do look for a silver lining. And the boys knew from that moment on, hey, let's focus on this. Let's try to do something that the community can continue to be prideful on.
It was one of those things to where kind of found my focus, found my calling. And it's just motivation for me to get back up on legs.
That's something that's really special about Rangers Foundation. They're creating ways to bring partners together to show that rising tides raise all boats. They're behind the scenes. They don't care about who gets the credit. They just are about highlighting people that are doing great work. And it just shows that the indomitable human spirit is at large.
Our work is always ongoing. We always have another kid coming or another program coming or there's another need. And it's a challenge and a task that we look forward to each day.